Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to Enigmatica 9 Expert Mode Live with Light. I don't think Frog's going to be here. George is usually relatively late on Thursdays, but it looks like Boon's here, so let's hop into that Discord. Hey there, Mac. Hello.
Oh, hello.
More perfectly legal tower building today?
Oh, of course. It's the only thing I know how to do.
Okay. I'm going to see whether or not I can disguise my automation.
Oh,
So I'm pretty sure Applied Energistics has little panel things that you can make to disguise your wires and stuff. But I don't know what they're called. All of those are functional. I want decorative. What? Why is there a mysterious cube and a not so mysterious cube?
balance.
I guess. I'm not seeing the disguise things in JEI, so let's check the book. And it is just the worst book, so who knows if we'll be able to find it. Facades. Any facadable block in the middle with 4 cable anchors around it. Okay. Cable anchor. Uses a knife and an ingot. Oh, we've got cable anchors. So let's grab some of those, grab some Naga stone, and see whether it's facadable. Oh, it sure is. Which means I should be able to break this. Put a storage bus on that. We still need the cable. Oh, we're going to have a small problem here. if we want to have more than 8 things, we're going to need a controller. And if we have a controller, we need power, and I don't know if you get enough power through the quartz cables. Yeah, that's something to figure out. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so we need another controller. Why do we have 4 spares? It's a weird thing to have spares of.
Reasons.
Okay, so let's see. Got 4. So we can probably run from over here to over there. We'll just use these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so we put the controller here. And it's totally working. Okay. Might have a small challenge in distributing these well, but we'll figure it out somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then we run the cables to these 2 and this one. Somehow keeping this one separate from that one. Weird. Oh, and from that. Yikes. Gonna push this out one more. Okay, how many more of these do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So quartz glass, we need 28, so we make 50. So that's that. There goes the ironwood again.
We run out of it or what?
Starting to run quite a bit low.
Okay.
Because I need 2 for each of these storage buses.
And over time, it gets kind of big.
Yeah, it builds up faster than you'd
Right.
expect. You're here mighty early. Nothing to explode this week.
Oh, no, everything going okay. Got the dog walked pretty quick and everything taken care of, so looking pretty good.
Nice.
Plus, it's kind of hot out, so he didn't want to go for a big walk, just to, you know, a little cursory bit of it.
That's how I know I was meant to live in the northern hemisphere, because like it's not even super miserably hot, and it hasn't been for very long. But I'm already missing the cold again. Like, bring on winter again. I'm ready.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm in New Mexico, and it is hot and dry. Everyone's like, "Oh, at least it's a
It's a
you know, a dry
dry
heat."
heat.
I'm like, yeah, it helps a little bit, but it doesn't help
Yeah,
the fact
but
that
it's still hot. Yeah.
it's still hot, and also, you know, you can get in the shade, and it'll still be hot because all the heat is bouncing off of everything around you, and then slowly melting you instead of quickly melting you. And then my tree is on fire and right underneath, and you know, all that fun stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you appear to be on fire. Could be worse though.
Yeah. Yeah, I could feel it today, because it was just like I was sitting in my office, and it's not even like uncomfortably warm or anything, but I was just sitting here. I was like, something feels off, man. Like, I'm not as comfortable as I usually am, and I realized that it was like, oh, I'm used to it kind of just being chilly, and it's not chilly. It's not like naturally chilly. I'm like, I miss the cold.
What madness is going on here?
Where at?
Should be.
Oh,
I mean, like as a general statement, it's like, oh, why is it not cool?
yeah, exactly.
I really have endeavored to like hide myself in the least lit room we have in our house. And we were looking around and we're like, oh, I'm like, oh, I like this room. It's so dark. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. No, perfect. Yeah.
At our old place, we had a basically it was like a small but like 2-level, and the top floor is basically just like the bedroom and associated bathroom, and then like an open doorway into like a half a room, which I guess is supposed to be for like a crib or whatever. But that is what I stole to be my computer room. But the problem is there's a giant skylight in the top. So like the second day we were there, we Heather was cutting up some. She ships a lot of ceramics for stuff that she does, and so what she
Okay.
likes to do is like, you know, those like big honking styrofoam slabs that you can get
Yeah,
they're like
yeah,
8 feet tall and like
yeah.
an inch and a half thick of styrofoam. She cuts them up and uses them on like on the borders of the boxes to make sure things don't break. Well, I snuck off, and I did some measuring up top. I did some measuring down there, and then all of a sudden there was a giant slab of a foam core stuck into the skylight with the reflective aluminum surface pointed upwards.
Of course, of
Face.
course.
I'm like, and then I forgot it was there until we left. I'm like, oh yeah, should probably take that down. Oh,
Oh, yeah,
god, it's right
this.
in here. Ah.
Just leave it in. The next people who move in will be thankful.
Yeah, a lot of skylights floating around that I just don't understand. It's like, no, trust me, you get enough sun. There's plenty
Yeah.
of sun going on out here.
If you want it, it's just outside the door. Just like open a window or like open the door and walk out there and be like, "Yep, it's still there." Cool. And then go back inside and don't look at it again.
So you're saying don't stare at the sun. Got it.
Probably not. Not for more than like a few seconds every couple
Not for
of
more than a
weeks or
couple
so.
minutes.
Yeah.
Once your retinas stop hurting, that's a sign that no more damage is being done.
You're evolving. Yeah. You're gonna be a mutant.
My mutant power is not being able to see.
Yeah. Hey, it's working pretty well for Daredevil.
Hey, to be fair, he got that Ninja Turtle treatment, so what's you gonna do?
Well, it's true. It's true. So, for step one, find some toxic ooze, rub it in your eyes, and then stare at the sun. Okay.
This all tracks. I see no
All right,
problem
yeah.
with anything we're saying here. Children, if you are watching us,
Yeah.
go outside, find the goop, find something bright green and oozy, rub it in your eyeballs, and stare at the sun for a while, and then you can be a superhero.
Yeah.
I add no disclaimer to this statement.
That's what. Listen, if it's good enough for the Disney Corporation, it should be good enough for us. Damn it. We're just repeating what we learned from them.
Yeah. So, how'd you get to become a lawyer? Well, I rubbed some goo in my
Well,
eyes.
you see.
Stared down. Did you know? Because justice is blind.
Yeah. They told me justice was blind and I wanted to seek justice, so the first thing I did was I blinded myself.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think I've said dumber things, but not many. Well, that's right. I made those preheaters for this thing, so it can go a little bit faster. The question is, am I going to have to connect these to something to power them?
Yeah.
All right. I will ponder. I'm just going to plonk these right here and think about them later, because I don't feel like it right now.
Like, it might be time to pioneer some power lines.
So how would it like be like a energy source that would be coming from the router, and then like we had lines from there or something like that, or what? Do you know?
So you'd probably have to attach it to one of these energy meters. And like we could probably afford to lose one of the rods off of here. And then you'd have a power line connecting to this, pulling power. And then you'd run the line to another connector, and then another, and then to the things that need the power.
Okay.
I don't know if we have those power lines, but if we do, I think that would be fun.
Well, let's search for power and see what we got.
Because it's the HVMV and LV wires from last time.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if we actually have those.
Yeah, it's all immersive engineering.
Uh-huh. But I don't know if we actually have those wires.
I mean, I just saw ones that were labeled as for decorative use only, so I assume the actual ones are in here.
Because I see the hemp rope coil, the steel cable coil, and the redstone wire coil, but I don't see the the ones made from electrum.
Yeah, I see the coil blocks.
Yeah. Looks like we
Maybe I
don't
should
have
go
them.
look at. I'm gonna go read the book for a bit, see what it says.
Yeah, looks like wireless power is all we've got.
Where the hell did I put my book? Oh, there it is. It's my actual inventory.
Okay. So this actually needs to be Nagastone. Let's make some mossy facades.
Yeah, redstone wires will not transmit power.
Yeah. Okay. And now we need to make a bunch more of these negation cards. Inverter card.
So what's the range on these energy distribution modules? Do you know?
I believe it starts at,
Base 8 and max 48. Okay.
yeah, I was thinking 8, and then each of the range upgrades, I think, just adds 1.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna need another one of these. I'm pretty sure that one recipe calls for 12.
So it's 12 that way and 18 that way. 144 plus 324 is 328, 468. So need a range of 22. And then
Here's
Z
hoping
should
it's
be-
Euclidean and not Manhattan.
that's true. Hoping it's not non-Euclidean.
Yeah. Yeah, hyperbolic would be a nightmare.
This is 1 away. This is 70 away. This is 3 away. What? Which grade old one is responsible for fucking with my math?
I was not expecting Yig.
What do you even do? I thought you were like a poison thing. I am poisoning your Wi-Fi. God damn it.
Okay. Let's grab a... Let's double check that we actually need it. So if we look in here, enchanting apparatus, 5, 10, 12. Man. Okay. We've only got 2 in there already. Plus those 4, plus a couple more. Hopefully we won't need another pattern provider. But if we do, it's probably not the end of the world. Just hook it in over here.
You can only handle 8, so I'm going to go ahead and make another one. Actually, I could just increase this range by like 6. That'd be cheaper, and then just put the 2 on there. Whatever. I'm gonna put these things on here first, and then I'm gonna think about it.
Okay. Okay, so that is those set up. Device is online. All of these are online. And so if we ask for another dimensional crystal, it should work. Right? Wrong! Why do I still have an inverter card? Because I didn't actually put the inverter card in. What a world. Okay. Water bangle, no. Diamond gear, sure. So we need the electrum gear in the middle. Mecha suit, not so much. Startle, no. Collector, no. Wand, no. Laser. Yeah, we're probably gonna need them lasers. Which means we need enchanted spell turrets.
Enchanted.
Which means we need a basic spell turret for the middle. And the enchanted spell turret for the laser. Yeah, it's looking like we might need a second pattern provider, because we've already got 2 in there. Plus those 3 is 5, plus the 4 I know we need puts us at the 9 that is our limit. Is there an upgrade card for more patterns? Capacity is buses and planes. Ooh, a fuzzy card.
Ooh, fuzzy. Haha. Just gotta go at these from the top to actually enable it. Okay. Put this card back and see if it works.
Does not appear to be an upgrade for the pattern provider.
Yes, it is enough enough distance.
Huzzah.
So, ka-ching. Now to acquire some leaves to make this look less unpretty.
Okay, so we're probably going to need an extra pattern provider. How are we going to make that happen? We just put it over here. Attach it to this. How many do we have coming from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll put it at 8, which should be fine. Oh, wait. No, it's still good. Still good. Because this provider is on the other network. But I still need a barrel.
I like the massive lasers just blasting through all the leaves just to power the pre-igniters. It's fun stuff. I'm telling you, it is a significant amount faster, so I'm happy about that.
Good, good, good.
All right. Now, back to not ignoring Supreme Machine frames.
Eh. Do we have to?
Maybe.
Okay, where's
All right,
my Certus range? There we go. Barrel. Import bus.
20 runic manifolds, check.
Device online. Huzzah.
I need 20 adept artificing blocks. All right, I was thinking about doing more spellbound Invar last time because we need that for things. Also, ingots of the depths. Which remain from night metal and spirit tune gems. That's not too bad at all. So I need. Wait, do I need 30 or 60 machine frames? Let's look at the quest.
Okay, so that's the laser.
60. Oh, but each makes 2.
I mean,
So
we
30.
might as well put that in there. There is no way the system is going to pick that up properly.
Alright, so 20 ingots of the depths. That's not too bad at all.
I mean, sure, why not?
Deceptively easy. Ooh, I did already make the quasi blocks, so that's good.
Okay, so that uses the same heart. Okay. Okay, now that's fun. The Enchanter's Horn.
What is it?
Uh, basically, you just inscribe a spell on it and you toot your horn and it applies that spell in an area.
That's cool. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Makes you think of Jericho from Teen Titans. Just do the horn, blows it, stuff happens.
Indeed. Unfortunately, this horn probably only does one thing.
I mean, it was Teen Titans. I don't think he had a lot of options going on either. All right. 20 of these. Do this 5 times.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19. That's one too many things. So one of these has to go. I'm going to go with the stabilized warp scroll, because that's plenty easy to just make. Okay, so we come in here, we add each of these things to the blacklist.
Need more purified ink. Apparently I had not actually touched purified ink before.
Okay, so that's those 3.
Our
And then we
etcher is
need-
trying to hide inside of a wall. That's great.
Yeah. I had to pull him out the other day, too. At least he's not suffocating like the other one did.
Oh Lord, no. I mean, he has 145 health, so it's gonna take a while. All here
Sure,
is,
but
"Ooh."
how often are we down there to hear them going, ah, 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 ah.
Hmm. All right. Ooh. Gotta stretch the old back.
That's right, chat. Check your posture.
Mm-hmm. I did read something the other day that said that good posture is a lie, and I read something else saying that article was a lie, and so I don't know what to believe anymore. Pretty much back to square one.
I didn't
Pretty
say
much.
what good posture
Just-
was. I was just saying check it.
Mm-hmm. Just
Before you wreck your posture.
Mm-hmm.
you know, whatever you believe. That's probably the right way to go about it.
Because most likely, all you really needed to do was move your back.
Yeah, probably.
Like, all of us probably just need to be like, you know what? Maybe a slightly different position for a bit.
Yeah, maybe I just need to stand up for a minute.
Yeah, one of our local friends has a post-it note on their door leading into their garage. Just says, check yourself.
Well, you gotta.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you're in danger of wrecking yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
Always
knows
concerned.
that.
It's good
Oh,
advice.
It is.
Like 10 gears, so we get 40 spellbound hit bar.
Only 4 more to go, chat. And we'll only sometimes have to come over and use this cursed machine. Oh, right. We also need to make all the patterns that can be provided. Okay, so that's those last 2.
In which George gets angry and just makes a giant pile of copper sheet metal.
It's the laugh of a man who knows that it's true.
And is not
Oh, I gotta make
upset
black
because
sheet
I'm
metal.
sure
Okay.
we're gonna need that sheet metal.
Oh no, we're gonna need it. But it's the feeling of, oh, well, we need more. Okay, I need some black sheet metal for this and some white for this. So I'll make a pile of black, and I'll use some of it. Oh, I got to make white sheet metal. Okay, I'll make that. It's just cannibalizing. Just all I'm doing is wasting dye going back and forth. So I'm just making a big pile of copper. We'll have it, and then we'll see who's laughing.
Everyone.
I'll be the one laughing. All the way to the bank.
Okay. Let's
All
put
right.
this stuff away. Now, how many patterns do we need?
All right, I need 2 more things. I need more nitro capacitors.
And the whole thing. So we need 16 patterns. Which means we need a bit more parchment.
So the problem is I need bladed ichor and magicite. And those are the ones that we get from the things in the
In the nether. Is it offline?
nether base. I do not know. I have not looked.
Oh, okay. Because they should be
I will
in the
take a look
system
at it in a second.
if it's online.
There's some, but there's not like 20 buckets that I need.
Oh. Yeah, then you're gonna need to maybe I should go turn that back on.
I mean, if you need me to be there, I could just hang out and murder stuff in the nether for a while.
No, it's that I put the monsters away because were having power outages.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want the wither getting out and breaking things again. But I also turn off the stasis fields because I don't want somebody walking into it and getting stuck.
Sure.
Okay, and so that'll turn the music back on too. So it appears he already broke the thing. I didn't come up here and check before I just put him back down. So we're gonna need a new drill.
Okay, I'll start looking at it. 1 second. Oh, someone's here. 1 second.
Okay. Okay, so we need a new fluid laser base. Oh, yeah, that's not a thing I can just do from here at all. But I can get more ore chocolate going.
How we doing?
We need a new fluid laser base.
Okay.
I made the soul glass. I made the ore talcum. Source is easy. Aluminum gears aren't that bad. Machine frame is fine. The focus of water is mildly annoying. Let's see if we've got stuff for that. Charged service. Electrum wires. Water essence. And a blue tree. Okay, focus of water acquired. Aluminum gears. Just got a couple laying around. Probably from the last time I had to do this. I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Probably just 2 of those for the rods. Okay, machine frame, soul glass, Ori.
You got everything you need for that?
It's 4, 4, 2. Something's out of balance. Source. If you could get the things to summon a Blizz,
Sure.
that'd be great, because that's gold bars and 2 other sets of 4. I don't remember what they are.
Gold bars, mage bloom fiber, water essence. Okay. And then what's it summoning?
Oh, there goes the game.
Oh. Gives me a second to make your blizz. Conjuration essence, that's what it's called.
Yeah. Seems the crash happened before the falling to the death this time. Pay out the
Hey.
levers.
Hey.
Are you too fast to get into the water stream?
It might be a little bit too fast to get into the water stream. Let's see, and that is in the...
Githia, the first one.
Okay. Set up as a pretty little whirlwind. Now to set these up in the least aesthetically pleasing way possible.
Of course.
Somewhere Frog is shivering, I can feel it.
Yeah, at first he just had a little bit of discomfort regarding his base that he hasn't seen in ages. Now he just knows that something isn't arranged quite right.
He still hasn't found it, has he? Oh my god.
Not that I've heard.
It was still there last time I looked. And are we doing that one down here too?
Yeah, because we need to sacrifice that thing
Okay. I'll
to
put it
get
right back down
this.
here.
Come on, game. He can already see me right there. I can see me. I can see him seeing me. Okay. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, and 2, and a 3, and a 4. And if you haven't seen the video, I can only count to 4. You really need to see it.
I can only count to 4. Not sure I know that one.
So, are you familiar with Bodies by
Drowning pool.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Now this is ringing some bells.
And so it's a bunch of puppets that are very clearly Kermit and Friends, but with the markings and mannerisms of the band doing, I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4. What comes after 1, 2? And oddly enough, that tune also fits surprisingly well with the dancing in space scene in WALL-E.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty funny.
It's a the next generation's Dark Side of the Moon and Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I don't know when I came across Only Count to 4, but like, as a musician,
that sounds like a YouTube rabbit hole at like 3 o'clock in the morning to me.
Yeah, and I would have
Response.
expected to find out from my neighbors who are also musicians and are way more
Right.
into random rabbit holes than I am.
Yeah.
But for once, I got to share with them.
Hey.
Okay, purple laser lens.
Were you the one who made it so that you would have something to show them?
No, I wish I had made that. Like, that was some high quality stuff right there.
Have you seen You Can Only Count to 4? Is this it? It has only 1 view and it says it was uploaded at 6 a.m. this morning. Yeah, have you seen it? It's hilarious.
Okay, we've got 1 purple rune. Really? 1? Now we've got 3. Okay. Yeah, because we don't want any upgrades here. So that's good. Except that it's not pushing, so we need to output up. Okay, better. Okay, back to what we were doing. Which was making patterns. And anyone who currently has making Christmas now stuck in their head, you're welcome.
Oh no. It's way too soon for that.
Yeah, Halloween is ages away.
Yeah.
What? Should probably leave this one out. You're not going to need that for much. You can always add it later. I think I miscounted with the advanced machine frame. Okay, so that's 6, 12, 16, 17. I think that's still one too many. Okay, so this, and that, and that. Definitely need this, and that, and that, and that. Oh, I've got the laser in here twice. That explains it. So we'll put this one, laser, supercharged coil, spawner thing, diamond gear, processing, storage, storage, storage. We'll ask for a diamond gear. Requires an electrum gear. Of course it does. Gear, gear, 1, spectrum. Huzzah! Auto crafting successful. That is quite a bit quicker. Let's check on our slag levels. Significant. Okay, what do we do with slag? Make it into blocks. Can cook those blocks to polish them. And can combine those to make bricks, which you can then cook to make them cracked, which do nothing. Okay, so purely decorative. Can add redstone acid to make osmium. Okay, so let's see. A bucket for every 90. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 buckets or so. Oh, there goes the game again.
Uh-oh.
I was just trying to add some redstone acid. So how tall is your tower these days?
Not much taller than it was before. Actually, no taller than it was before because I'm working on adding in more floors, trying to figure out what I want to do.
Does make me wonder if there's a power option that could be built off of pain and suffering. Because right now ours is built off of plants
Oh,
and magicking
stupid
more plants into existence.
And with that power plant needs, it needs a baby animal grinder. That's what it needs. See?
Redstone acid plus rich slag should produce those things. Why is it not working? It's got power. It's got redstone acid. It's got slag. It's not doing anything. Chat, do you remember us having trouble with this machine? Because I sure don't. I'm pretty sure it was throw on the conveyor belt, and it just redstone acid it. And then I put it in the box. That was all there was to it. And there goes the game again.
Oh my god. I haven't fallen even once.
Okay, we'll just put those away. Deal with it another time. Okay. I think that's enough automation for now. Let's go lay some rail. Okay, my goal is to keep it as close to the circular shape as possible. Oh, that's a wispy cloud.
Hello, I have returned.
Welcome back.
Oh shit.
How we doing?
Well, I just tried to put some train track on a wispy cloud, and it put it on an angle.
An angle?
Yeah, so it put it on the fluffy cloud underneath of it, going up to the wispy cloud that it's not allowed to be part of. So my entire plan is ruined. Gah. And I don't have vein mining, and
Could you use those blocks that look like other blocks? And then put
the reason I wanted it was for how it looks on the map, and I don't anticipate the framed blocks looking appropriate for the map. So I'm just going to use the fluffy clouds and call it a day. That means I need to take down all of these wispy clouds. That get no bonus from my tools.
Let me give you a hand. If you're going that one way, I'll go the other way around.
That's all right. I'm not here to do this quickly.
Okay.
But if you're looking for something to do, by all means.
I'm just kind of curious how my
Just make sure you don't
My
break
weird
the
shovel.
fluffy clouds underneath.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that much faster than just punching my face. However, it is silk touch. But anyway, so I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna go poke the stuff in the nether until I have enough magicite to make my nitro crystals.
Mm. Oh,
If you
yeah.
can watch it, it goes faster.
Totally. Yeah, but don't actually make it go faster because it could theoretically kill them.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. But first, I'm gonna take this equipment and shove it into our equipment storage because taking up a surprising amount of room in my inventory. Junk. Gravitational golden chestplate of stubbornness. Oh, I thought there's something weird on my map. It turns out it's just two piglins on my mini map who were right next to each other. So it made some kind of weird abomination-looking thing on the mini map.
Fun.
I'm like, oh god, oh,
Oh no!
what new
fresh
terror is
hell.
this? Oh, it's just piglins. Oh, you guys.
It's just 3 piglins in a trench coat.
What do you expect?
Why is it that like 3 small things stacked on top of each other in a trench coat is just it never stops being funny.
No.
There's
But you
just
gotta ask
something about
yourself, what movie are those 3 piglins in a trench coat trying to sneak into?
it. Oh, these days, probably the most like adult salacious movie I can think of that I know a little bit about is that movie Poor Things. Because I hear there's quite a few adult situations.
Yeah, that is a
Represented in
movie
that
that is
film.
not for children.
Yeah, so that one. That's the one I'm picking.
Man, I miss my vein mining. I should probably make a tool that actually vein mines. Like, I'm sure there's something in the tree that it didn't bother to tell us to make that would make this trivial. Like a mining gadget or something. Some sort of drill. That's what we should do, chat. After we're done removing these clouds and laying some rail, we should make some sort of newfangled electronic mining tool. Whether the mining gadget or the mechanism mecha tool. because that'll help if we need additional netherite to make the mecha suit.
Mhm. Hey, zombie piglin. I'm busy watching stuff go. Stop pushing me into a corner. Jerk. Just hanging out, enjoying the boss music. Oh yeah.
So many cloud blocks. Efficiency 5 is only so fast. Riveting content for the viewers at home, I'm sure.
So I'm not sure that the Magicite is going.
Oh?
Because I've been watching the Blight Ichor is going up slowly, but the Magicite has been. I use 10 of it for what's going on right now, and it's just still sitting at 5.9.
Okay. So if you right click on the thing that's sending the white dots.
The laser drill.
Yeah. Is
I
it?
can't do it because it's
Oh,
claimed.
right. Claimed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and it doesn't show the progress if you just hover over it. Because I thought I saw that it was going, but I only looked at the iCore, really. Yeah, I'll finish this last quarter, and then I will head on over and give it a poke.
No rush. I'm enjoying watching the crafting stuff all go slowly. Because that's how things go.
Mm-hmm.
When you realize there's somehow been a misalignment in your build and you're
Oh,
not
no.
exactly sure where it happened, and it could have been a while ago, so you're like, well, screw it. They don't have to be the same, exactly this, like,
This is the pattern now.
Yeah, like okay, I had an idea for this floor. There was like a misalignment, or the design didn't exactly fit perfectly on one side, but that's fine because it allows me space to like do like kind of a little back hallway area. I'm like, okay, that'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do the other side, and I get to the end of it, and it fits perfectly. And I'm like, what? Where's
Oh,
my
no.
little hall? So, and I know it's 69 by 69. I measured that out.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you. So I was like, I don't know, but I'm working on the interior, so like maybe my stairwells are like a weird dimension that caused one inner wall to like not be the same dimension as the other inner wall. Fair enough. That I can work with that. But just on the off chance that it's something I recently did that I was boneheaded about, I decided to take a look, and yeah, no, I put in the second wall wrong. I missed a layer. Right. Now I'm wondering.
This zombie piglin is riding a strider. That's
Neat.
fun.
Son. 2, 3. You know what? The error was made in about as much the center as it could be, so I think I'm just gonna roll with it.
Perfect symmetry just makes for boring buildings anyway.
Exactly, and I'm trying more and more to make this more labyrinthian and confusing to navigate.
Yeah, do some like weird radial symmetry stuff. That'd be fun.
Define radial symmetry, because I'm not.
Oh, like instead of like 4 quadrants being the same, like have it come out in like 5, and maybe like curving around a bit, so maybe it looks a bit like a whirlpool or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. I definitely want to like slip in like a spiral design pattern at some point. I'm not quite at the point where I want to like do the math and like figure out how to make spirals in Minecraft. But it's been floating around in the back of my head. I'm like, oh man, making like a little like hypnotizing spiral floor would be incredible.
Yeah, like as a comparison, like humans and most other animals exhibit bilateral symmetry, where your left side looks basically like a mirror of your right side.
Yeah,
whereas,
for the most part, yeah.
Like in like some like Lovecraftian story stuff appears that has like 3 or 5 or other way symmetry, where like instead of like imagine if you had a person, but you had another half a person attached to the front of them, kind of thing. That'd be like radial symmetry, like everything coming off of a central hub in a similar fashion.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so like a lot of like teensy weensy stuff. That kind of thing going on.
That sort of thing is definitely my bag, baby.
one nitro capacitor. It has been several minutes.
Okay, Magicite's now running. For some reason, the levers are backwards from one another.
Ah,
Oh, don't know why.
Confusing at all. All right, cool. Thank you. I was gonna hang out there, but then I realized all I was doing was generating piglins right on top of myself.
Okay, let's see about.
Here's you at. We're selling tickets to Poor Things. They're like, hey, we're 18 or older. We assure you. Make with the tickets, chump. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, so there's.
If I knew of a movie where like a polar bear was like murdering people, I'd be like, oh yeah, 3 penguins in a trench coat. Want to see this one?
Yeah.
But yeah, we saw. I like the director of Poor Things, Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yes.
Has done. I don't know if I've discussed this before, but he's done a bunch of movies. A lot of them are really weird. I saw The Lobster. I did not like it.
Oh, that guy. Okay, okay. I'm
The
familiar
Lobster, and
with his work.
He did The Favorite. The Favorite is an
Yeah.
amazing movie. It's wonderful. It's excellent. It's so good. But The Lobster, I did not like The Lobster. I've yet to see Killing of a Sacred Deer. I've heard it's really weird, but I'm up for watching it. But
Yeah.
I was not expecting Poor Things to be what it was, and it was. Yeah, it's a movie where if you accidentally went and saw it with your mother, you would probably walk out like about at the 25 to 30-minute mark, and she would have some questions for you after.
Yeah, yeah.
If none of you have seen it, but yeah.
I had a situation like that once. I went to the theater to see A History of Violence with my grandmother.
Okay, I'm gonna say oh no, just because, but I'm not really familiar with that movie.
Okay, well, it was David Cronenberg, which
okay, that's all you had to tell me.
Yeah. But it's not David. It's not David Cronenberg like you think of David Cronenberg. It's not like body horror, The Fly, Shivers, Videodrome. It's not like that.
Videodrome.
Have you not seen Videodrome?
I think is that the one with James Woods?
Yeah, and Debbie Harry.
I think I saw part of it on like back when they used to show movies like that, like severely cut and like at 3 in the afternoon on WPIX 11 or some shit like that.
The glory days.
Remember that time you watched that cut of Showgirls that was 20 minutes long?
I've still not seen it. I feel like I would highly enjoy that movie.
You know, I've seen parts of it and I have mixed feelings about it.
Yeah, it's I don't know. My experience, we're like 3 movie rabbit holes deep at this point, but screw it, I'm gonna just keep going.
Yeah, go.
But like, so my experience with like going and seeing movies that are like universally kind of regarded as like, oh, this is like a steaming train wreck mess of a movie. It's just like these are the worst movies ever made. Stuff like Troll 2. Which Troll, that's completely other. My history of Troll 2 is completely different. But movies like that, or probably more appropriate for the analogy I'm making it, or whatever I'm trying to say, like The Exorcist 2. The Exorcist 2 is regarded as like one of the worst movies of all time. Certainly like the worst sequel of all time. Like everybody hates it.
Ooh,
I watched it.
I'm going to have to consider your statement about worst sequel of all time, by the way, because I feel like I've seen 1 or 2 that have been just absolutely execrable, but I'll get back to that. By all means, continue.
But not my opinion. The kind of the general opinion. Like if you ask someone like, "Oh, how's Exorcist 2?" It's like, "Oh, it's a fucking terrible movie. It's horrible. Just skip it."
Sure.
And should have been good.
Yeah, it's like you're making a sequel to The Exorcist. Yeah, like that's a high bar to set. Yeah, and in my experience, movies like that are universally kind of maligned. I watch them and I'm like, and maybe that I don't like them, and maybe I recognize this like, okay, it's not good in a traditional sense,
Hmm.
but they're almost never as bad as everyone says they are. Usually, like Exorcist 2 is a train wreck. It's a mess of a movie, but like there are some incredible visuals in there. It's incredibly imaginative. It's an interesting take on like how do you even sequelize a movie like The Exorcist, which
Hmm.
that in and of itself is very hard to wrap your head around without doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
And The Exorcist 2 is many things. It's not The Exorcist 1. It's a very different movie. Um, is it particularly good? It has moments, but it's not as bad as everyone like as it you would expect it to be, given how much pretty much everyone hates it. So I'm kind of expecting that with Showgirls, like going in knowing its reputation and knowing all of that. Like, so my expectations are going to be tempered to that level.
Sure.
But like at the same time, I'm gonna kind of go in expecting just like unwatchable garbage. And I feel like it's not gonna be that. I feel like it's going to be bizarre. I feel like it's gonna be a mess, but I feel like it's gonna be an entertaining mess.
Yeah. I mean, I have not sat down and watched the whole thing. I've seen
Mm-hmm.
a bit here, a bit
Just
there,
that
kind of
20-minute
thing. Yeah, just the one
cable
part of the
cut.
tape that got
Yeah,
worn
yeah.
so thin it broke. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah.
What I've seen of it, I would describe as watchable garbage.
Okay, yeah.
So
I
yeah,
like watchable garbage.
it's not
I
like
love watchable garbage. That's
yeah.
like my favorite genre.
But yeah, I'd say it falls right in with all the movies that have become camp cult classics. You know, like
Yeah, yeah.
like it's not Manos Hands of Fate unwatchable.
Oh yeah. No, Manos is
Yeah, Manos is like legit not a movie. It's a
it's
practice
I've
in
seen
patience.
worse than Manos, for the record. But Manos is pretty bad.
The thing is, have you ever seen the Cronenberg movie Existence?
Oh,
I've not. That's one of his I've not seen yet.
It like, I, do you think you're ever gonna see it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, well then,
I love
well, suffice
Cronenberg.
to say, like I had a problem with a lot of it, like with
Hmm.
like oh this acting is really weird and kind of wooden and kind of and like I don't really understand why all these actors are not that great. And then at
Right.
the end, it kind of there's an explanation that works. It works in the movie. Explains like what's going on and like and so oh okay. In retrospect, this is why that happened, but that doesn't mean that I enjoyed watching it. And that's how I
Oh,
feel about The
sure.
Lobster.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like oh I want to get what's his name in Bruges. In he's been everything.
Ray Fiennes
No, in
or
not Brendan Gleeson, the other
the
one.
the guy who looks like a longer
Colin
Ray Fiennes.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
you get Colin Farrell in there to act
Yeah.
like someone who is completely without emotion. That's great. That is an accomplishment, I'm sure, in some way, but that does not make it an entertaining movie for me to watch. And that is
Fair.
my
Yeah.
problem with The Lobster.
Fair. Yeah.
However, I will
I've
say,
definitely. Go on.
I will say the favorite.
Yeah.
The favorite again. Another
It's
Lanthimos
your
movie.
favorite.
Yeah, that is my favorite movie of his. I could watch it. Favorite.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
watch it a million times, especially what's his face? The fella he played Beast in the newer X-Men movies. He played he was in
Oh. Oh wait.
Fury Road.
Yeah. 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 Nicholas Holt. Yeah.
Yeah, Nicholas Holt.
Love Nicholas Holt.
I love Nicholas Holt. I don't
Yeah.
think
He's
I've seen
so
him in a
good.
role. Yeah, his role in The Favorite, if you haven't seen it, is hilarious. It is just absolutely hilarious. And The Favorite also has its own amount of pathos going on in there, but a lot of it's overshadowed by what goes on in the movie, which is just hilarious and delightful. But,
Nice.
yeah, so that's my opinion on Yorgos Lanthimos.
Fair enough.
I guess he has another movie that he did with Emma Stone. Emma Stone, yeah, Emma Stone. That's going to be coming out in a month or two, so we'll see what that's all about. But
Oh shit.
yeah, I guess like like a
They're just
pandemic
grouped
thing,
up.
like they met and they said, "Hey, let's do this movie," and then they enjoyed that enough that they got in like Jesse Plemons or something and said, "Hey, let's do this other movie," and it was
Right.
and hey, you know, it worked out really well for them.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
And yes, Frog, it did just deposit the result back into the system because it is now automated.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
Can't be
So
stopped.
if you look very carefully underneath these, you can see there's stuff underneath the pedestals now.
Stuff.
Yeah, but I've definitely had that experience where it's like, you watch the movie, it does nothing for you, but at the end of the day, you're like, I can't say the movie is objectively bad. Like, there's a lot of, like, it's clearly a very well-made movie, but I simply don't like it. It simply did nothing for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can recognize, a lot of effort
Yeah.
went into this movie.
There's
A lot of
talent
people did a
here,
lot of
but
hard work on it.
unfortunately, it just is not my movie. Yeah.
And sometimes
how
you,
this works.
and, you know, it varies. Sometimes you can say, "Oh, this is not my cup of tea," and I recognize this. And I'm okay with that. And sometimes you can say, you can say, "I think, in my opinion, that this movie leaves a lot to be desired, and I am interested in hearing someone try to claim otherwise."
Yeah,
Because
no, I love that. I love when I hate a movie or dislike it or something like that. I love talking to people who like the movie. Not to like quiz, like how could you like it, but genuinely like, okay, what did you enjoy? Because like, there's definitely been times where like I've not liked the movie, and I've talked to someone who has, and they've like kind of explained their reasonings and everything like that. And like they explain like what they got out of it, and then I'm like, okay, cool. And then maybe a couple years goes by and I watch the movie again, even though I know I didn't enjoy it the first time, and suddenly I'm like, oh yeah, okay, this is hitting this time.
Or on the other hand, you can go, okay, I understand your opinion. I don't share it.
I don't share it, yeah.
Just
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
genuinely.
It's, and if they're say like I just couldn't get over I just couldn't get past the amazingness of the part where the guy ripped off the other guy's leg and then beat him to death with it. You're like, yeah, that was an
Right?
use of improvised weaponry. Yes, excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We may disagree on the final tally, but on that point, we can agree. That was awesome.
So yeah, Frog, the reason the mecha tool isn't automated is because we automated 18 other recipes. And I figured 2 pattern providers was plenty.
Did you figure it wrong?
Well, I mean, I don't know who else is making a mecha tool, and if anyone else wants one, they can make it manually. The other things I'm expecting us to need more than 4 of. Okay. Orichalcum on treated wood.
Huh.
Huh?
Are we currently making biofuel in the pulverizer?
Yes, because it makes too much liquid meat in the dissolution chamber.
Okay.
Why?
Well, it seems like it didn't go through, so I'm just gonna shove a couple oak saplings in here to make
weird.
And see if that jump starts it. Yeah, something happened with the pulverizer where it didn't do it right, and so, but now it seems to be doing okay.
Have a good one, Frog. Thanks for stopping by.
Adios, Froggo.
So long.
I love my unbreaking sandpaper. Wheat seeds! Don't use my trees! You fool! That's what you get for leaving him alone!
You're down to 186 oak saplings. I hope you're okay with that.
But his thousands of wheat seeds. Hundreds of wheat seeds.
10 wheat seeds.
Tens of wheat seeds. So what do you think, chat? Modification station, does it require does it require power or no? There's no room. There's absolutely no room.
Man.
Let's put it down here. Does require power. Also, where does... Like, is that where the mecha tool goes? I don't know how this works. Like, clearly that goes there. But how do I apply it to the mecha tool? Do I do
I
this?
think you put it in that bottom left thing. Yeah.
So you put the thing in the right thing.
Ah. Well, that.
And you put the unit in the other thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Power of trial and error.
Yep. Just keep poking. It'll work eventually. Why does it have power is the question.
I'm going to just completely eradicate the family-friendly nature of your stream. Keep saying things that...
So we're just going to put a thing on it. That is not generating power. Ah, power's on the back. Because of course.
So this is interesting. I'm looking at upping our energizing rods.
Uh-huh.
And the top two levels of them have two recipes. One is like, oh, the previous level plus a capacitor. The other is a rod plus two capacitors and a redstone flux cell frame and a block of quartz. But they both make the exact same thing. And I'm trying to understand what, like, is one of these actually not available?
Well, let me check. Niotic.
Yeah, like just click on energizing rod nitro. Just look at the recipes for it. It's confusing to me.
Energizing rod nitro is the previous level plus a nitro capacitor.
Or a previous level plus two nitros and two other things.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Okay. And I wanted to make sure it wasn't just me who looked at that and went, dumb.
Yeah, no, I think that top one is supposed to be any rod plus those.
That would track.
And it doesn't really work.
But they didn't, so okay.
Hey there, Ultra Tuner Squad. Yeah, small time. Like, very, very small. Note. You and Mac being my only viewers. Okay, modification station up and running. Now to make several more of those vein mining units. Problem being the osmium, the augment cores, and the glyphs of chaining. Augment cores, done. Osmium might be a problem given our relative lack of it. And the fact that our stupid bottling machine doesn't work. I don't feel like fixing it. put our unbreaking sandpaper away. Grab our aura trove. Get it charging back up. Okay, and then chain, we've made a couple of these in the past. Ah, more ingots of the depths. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ink. 1, 2, 3. Manip and source. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Time to crush some stuff to get me some dye. Crush and dye.
Crush it. Wait a minute. This will only make me 3 gears. I need 6 gears. Do we have enough for that? No, we do not. So I actually need to make more osmium. Okay. Slag. It has to go through the bottling machine.
What does?
So the rich slag plus redstone acid is guaranteed osmium through the bottling machine. It looks like the other thing just gives you random salvage. Well, when in doubt, science!
Mm-hmm.
Also, let's get a bit more redstone acid going. In just a moment, I will be right back. Okay, back to the redstone acid.
Delicious redstone acid.
Okay. Now we take this. We put it in there. Grab some slag. Put it right there. Oh, we got some osmium.
Yay.
We got some regular slag. Okay, so from 10 rich slag, I got 3 osmium clumps and 4 skystone dust. Which, compared to the bottling machine, is actually pretty good, because the bottling machine gets you 1 osmium clump per 9 rich slag.
Mm-hmm.
1 silver clump per 9, which is actually what we got from this, and 4 skystone dust. So it seems the bottling machine is more reliable,
Okay.
but not better.
And rich slag is something that we are making.
We have in massive abundance.
Oh, okay. From other miscellaneous junk we've been doing. Got it.
Yeah, it's what we get from the blast furnace for making iron.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's 5. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go. Oh no, I gave it too much speed. It's applying it so fast that it's not applying it.
Oh no.
Damn paradoxes.
Okay, so from 50 slag, I think it was 50? Might have been 60. I got 8 osmium clumps.
From how many?
From either 50 or 60. I don't know which. Okay, infuse with water to make dirty. Once dirty, can zap if we're feeling lucky. Otherwise, just cook it. Okay. We turn these osmium into some gears. And then we go turn our other things into some magic.
Poof, magic. Okay.
Oh no, runic tensor field matrices.
We need some of them.
Yeah. Back to the orange and yellow rune making.
Mm-hmm.
We're running a little low on orange.
Really? What do we use for it?
Glowberries, I guess? Otherwise, it's orange flowers. So orange tulips, Incan lilies, orange daisies, orange amaranths. And these are all small flowers, so it's not even like we could just bone meal the big versions.
Or we could do red and yellow. Red, we always use sweet berries because we got tons of them. These yellow guys we got a ton of. Sunflowers, dandelions.
Blueberries are apparently easy. We just didn't have a easy source of them in-house.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Several stacks of orange and a little bit of yellow. There's our stacks and stacks of yellow. Okay, back to the dude who lives in the wall. Try Red there. What are you doing? Stay out of the wall. Time for more aluminum plates. Okay. What other units are there? Energy unit. Probably not
Power
necessary.
book. Power.
Color modulation unit, no thanks. Laser dissipation. Excavation escalation. Increases digging speed. Probably useful. Blasting unit. Uses controlled explosions to destroy nearby blocks.
What?
Yeah, blasting unit. Uses controlled explosions to destroy nearby blocks in the target plane.
Oh boy.
Okay, so that'll take a bunch more osmium, which we don't have. So it only gets stuck on the conveyor belt when the redstone acid is in there. So it knows that it's supposed to be doing something. It just doesn't do it correctly.
All right. Only 10 buckets of quicksilver. 10 buckets of magnesite. We're making Quicksilver outside somewhere.
I'm fairly certain Frog was saying he would just take one of the catalysts out of one of the ones that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
And just swap in whatever he needed.
All right. The catalyst is moon dust. Moon dust.
What you doing with my dust?
Touching it.
Oh, that's okay.
It's consensual.
Yeah. It's all good. That's what it's there for.
Moon dustin'. Do 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 do. I'm happy to announce our kitty cat's doing just fine now.
Hey.
Good.
Back to being herself and being her slightly ornery self. And she's actually had a little bit of dry food, but I'm still giving her extra wet food just because, I'm always a little bit concerned about her. She's too cute. But generally doing pretty good.
That's
Stupid
great.
door. That stupid automatic door was trolling me just now.
Oh no.
All right, step 1, consume honey sandwich. Delicious. I like bread and honey. I like toast and jam. "20 runic manifolds, check. Adept artificing blocks, check. 10 nitro capacitors, check. I can't remember the name of. You know, that thing.
Totally that thing.
Quasi-compact artificing block. I had a Q in it, I knew that much.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got a bottling machine. Controlled with redstone in the front. There's power there. Fluid in through there. Uh-huh.
I'd never touched one of these before, apparently.
Nothing else should be required. Got a bucket of acid. We got a bunch of power. We got rich slag. Am I missing something from the recipe? Redstone acid from immersive engineering. Just double check that there isn't some other redstone acid, maybe? Nope, that is the only redstone acid that exists. Just in case, let's put another power thing on it. Oh, it's got plenty of power.
It has enough acid too.
Yeah, it should only require a tenth of bucket. And it's got a full bucket.
And the bottling machine doesn't require like bottles or something.
Normally it would. That normally the recipe is empty bottle plus liquid equals liquid in the bottle.
Okay, well, as long as it's not confusing or anything.
And that one time, we used a nature's compass and honey to make a honey compass. And there are times, apparently, where you can have more than one input. Tough fabric plus plate plus vegetable oil makes ersatz leather and a plate. Sponge plus water equals wet sponge.
So we have done recipes that don't involve bottles.
I've done this exact recipe before. That's the only, like, it was the main thing we've ever used this machine for. But it was so long ago that I don't remember if there was something weird about it. I vaguely recall there being something weird. But I don't know how long ago it was to look up that episode to see what, if anything, I did to make this work. Because I know it didn't pull out of the box properly. That much I know. But it should just do the thing and then shove it into this box. But it's just sitting there.
And it's currently running off of the automation, or it's currently running manually?
Mostly manually. I filled the redstone acid from the back. I just dropped the slag onto the conveyor. When the redstone acid wasn't there, the slag didn't go onto the conveyor.
Okay.
But once it was there, now there are 9 sitting there on the conveyor, not moving. None of this helps. Okay, so let's just go to my page. Go to my live streams. And just start going back and seeing when I probably would have done that. Probably before the aluminum. Okay, so that's when we started. Well, let's check the ore processing video. Just scrub through. This would have been... Okay, so that's when we went and got the carbonite. Which means electricity would have been shortly thereafter. So let's check this one. It's building on this side. There's nothing over on the other side yet. Okay. Gears, probably around the same time. Except instead of making gears, I made a train. That sounds like me. Turn around. Curse you, me. Why didn't you turn around? Okay, so that's making the metal press. No bottling machine just yet. But soon. So it's these. Let's check this one. That's a train station. Building here. Ah, blast furnace. Vacuum. Okay, there's me making that stupid machine. So I got a bottling machine. I admire Comrade George Wise's work with the giant crusher. Get back on topic, me.
Are you watching it at 5 times speed?
I mean, not 5 times, but scrubbing through and going pretty quick. Not helping. back over here. It's just making iron. I don't care about iron. I care about that bottling machine. And there goes my game crashing in the video. Let's go back to where I was shaking my fist at that machine. Okay, so that's that. And then a place. Think about the fluid hopper, fluid drawer. There it goes. And then I get a pusher. Push that fluid into the thing. So that's good. That's the machine. Break. More fun with drawers. All right, back when oak was not something we had an overwhelming amount of. Put a box, put a box. Huzzah, boxes. And now I believe in this video I'm trying to figure out why I built this bottling machine.
Why'd you build the bottling machine?
Who knows, really?
The mystery remains to this day. Cue the Unsolved Mysteries theme song.
I don't know that theme song, so I just had the X-Files theme song in my head.
I mean, hey, that one works too.
Yeah, I went to Law and Order.
Yeah. Further from it, but still acceptable somehow.
Yeah, and at that point, I abandoned the machine. Because I just want iron, and that's not what we were doing.
Is there something currently making source gems, by the way?
Yeah. Let me. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, like almost definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, so this right here.
What?
So this 2000 in the middle will always be 2000. So you can just take those source gems.
Okay.
Because the amethyst above gets imbued into those gems, gets imbued into the abjuration. So you can always feel free to take from those 2000.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so which video was that? New Tree, New Us.
All right.
And then we're just hanging out in the overworld. That's not doing anything particularly osmium related. That's me setting up the lava farm. Yeah, because at this rate, I would probably just end up making a new osmium setup. Because this bottling machine is just not bottling. I'm gonna do one more test. Redstone acid in there. And then we put a bucket there. Bucket is also not working. Not an analog lever, please. Okay. Oh, someone's trying to sell you some cheap viewers, George.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. I'm definitely gonna...
Well, if he's not interested, feel free to pop on over to my stream and sell me some.
I wouldn't say that too loud if I were you.
I'm not streaming.
Ah, there's the rub.
Yep.
Where's my redstone pin?
Like, oh boy. Oh.
Wait a minute.
And anyway, even if I was, and it did somehow migrate over, I would just immediately ban it. But it would be a good litmus test to see how smart these bots are.
Aha.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that took a long time to find, but I found the problem.
What's that?
Frog willy-nilly brought the aura cart over here. And you have to supply redstone to the powered rails to keep the cart going. Well, he just so happened to put the redstone torch directly underneath the bottling machine.
Excellent.
Right where the redstone input is for the bottling machine.
So we turned it off by accident.
And so he turned off the bottling machine permanently from below. What a world. So now we just come over here, put some redstone in there, and now it works like a dream. What a world. How long were we staring at that, chat? Past hour?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is Frog in anyone's chat right now?
No,
think
he,
so.
he had to go.
All right. So how many more giant swords are we gonna pelt his face with for doing this?
Okay, there we go. Now we've got a lot more osmium to work with.
Oh, it's still kind of funny.
A little bit. Okay, so we get 4 per water. So we need 15 of these waters. Goes in there, like that. And that, kids, is why you need to brush up on your fundamental redstone mechanics and survey your surroundings before making improvements. Because every feature is 7 bugs in the making. I should probably also double check that I didn't just break our aura cart.
No. Just leave it as it is. That way, you know, in 2 weeks, when Frog is trying to do something, and he has to go review like 2 weeks of VODs to like see what happened.
No, it would just be the next time we come on, we're like, oh, the power's out.
Right. Yeah, but you could make him fix it. Send him off on that wild goose chase.
Yeah, Mac, it is true that the factory floor typically doesn't transmit signals, but you always got to watch out for those side channel attacks.
This floor certainly isn't as grandiose as the last couple, but I'm really liking it.
Huzzah. Okay, now we got roughly a stack of osmium. That'll last me a little bit of time when making my various mecha things. Okay. But it's 11 o'clock. Should probably get going.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. No bonus streams, because dissertation is wrapping up far too quickly. Aiming for a draft in the next week or so. And so I will be here this coming week. But then I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks after that, roughly. Let's just say 2 weeks. If I'm back early, I probably won't be back early. So, yeah, next week Frog will be back, and then I'll be gone. Who knows what shenanigans people will get up to in the meantime. I'm hoping somebody builds a giant bridge in the end from the central island out to the outer ring. But I won't hold my breath too much on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Either of you want to say anything before we call it a night?
Just come check us out next week. no light, but yes, Frog? Is that how we're doing it?
This coming week is yes, both. The 2 weeks following are probably Frog, not me.
Okay. Well, just keep us on your short list of places to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And on that note, bye-bye.
See you.
See ya.